into your lap with your left hand on your right hand, and close your eyes. And I'd like you to wander inside into your body with your attention and allow everything to just slow down. And while you're doing that, maybe you would like to think of something that you want to let go from this year, and something that you wish for next year, whether it's for yourself, for your loved ones, for the universe, whatever it is, letting go of something of the past and wishing for something in the future. And take a deep inhale, expanding your belly and pulling that breath all the way up into your rib cage and all the way up to your collarbones, sitting up a tad bit taller. And exhale with your open mouth. And if you want to sigh on it, and release the stronghold on your spine. Become soft. Inhale again into your belly. Pull the breath up into your rib cage and all the way up to your collarbones, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. And exhale through your open mouth on a sigh if you so wish to, and release that stronghold on your spine. Become soft. Last inhale into your belly. Pull that breath up into your rib cage and all the way up to your collarbones. Exhale through your open mouth. Become soft in your spine and allow your shoulders, neck, and head to surrender its weight all the way down to your lap. Your upper body weight is on your sit bones. And just stay like that, allowing gravity to pull you down towards your lap. Gently tugging your chin towards your chest. Feel a slight stretch across your shoulder girdle and along your neck. And on the next inhale, slowly start straightening your spine from your tailbone through your lumbar spine, reaching up to your upper back, squaring your shoulders, lengthening that neck, and then reaching your crown chakra all the way up towards the ceiling, relaxing your thighs, hips, and abdominal muscles. And then take your hands in front of Angelina, into Angelina Mudra in front of your heart center. Thumbs lightly touching your sternum. Lower your forehead down to your fingertips. And gently open your eyes. Wriggle your fingers. Rotate your wrists in both directions. And then place your hands onto your lower belly. You can either have your eyes open or closed. I'll leave that up to you. We are going to inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. I know it sounds dramatic. It's not. I'm not going to count for you. We're going to do it 4 times. Afterwards, I'm just going to sit, and I'm sure you'll be faster than me. Doesn't matter, it's not a race. Just give yourself a chance of actually holding your breath to the count of 7 and then exhaling to the count of 8. And we're going to meet in Angelina Mudra afterwards. I'm going to count the first anyway so that you see and give it a try and see what it feels like. I'm going to inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 3 more. Inhale. I'm going to count anyway now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure you pull that belly button back while you exhale. The next breath, we're going to inhale into the belly and pull it up to the rib cage. Inhale, 4, 3, expanding, pull the breath up, 2, 1, expanding your rib cage, hold, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Last breath, we're going to pull all the way to the collarbones. Inhale into your belly, 4, 3, pull it up into your rib cage, 2, all the way up to your collarbones and hold, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. Place your hands left and right over your thighs and allow your breathing to return to its natural speed and rhythm. By holding our breath, we can expand our lung volume. And by counting, we calm down our minds because it can only focus on that. So your body should be nice and calm, and the brain or mind should be absolutely empty. On the next inhale, open your eyes. If they were closed, interlace your fingers and take your arms up. Reach them up. Stretch your side bodies, keeping your sit bones rooted down into the mat and through the mat, feeling that stretch in your side bodies, armpits, arms, and across those palms of the hands. Exhale, take those arms down. Rotate your palms so that they face away from you so that you feel a stretch across your wrists, along your arms, pulling your shoulders away from your ears, tugging your chin down towards your chest. Just be gentle to that body. Inhale, let's go up again. Big inhale, reach those arms up, and your ears are hugged by your upper arms. Now take those arms behind your body, opening your chest, feeling that stretch across your anterior deltoids and your chest. Exhale, come on down, rotate your wrists so that your palms are facing forward, and actually gently tug those wrists and palms down so that you feel a stretch all the way along the side of your neck, your shoulders, and all the way down into your arms. If you actually want to rotate your palms so that they almost touch the floor, let's do that. So your thumbs are facing your feet. Let's transfer weight forward so that the palms of our hands can almost touch the mat. Get a nice stretch and twist in your wrists. On the next inhale, slowly come on back, sit onto your sit bones again. Let go of your interlaced fingers and wriggle your fingers. Rotate those wrists in both directions. On the next inhale, I'll show you, I'll turn to the side. I want you to inhale, lift your shoulders towards your ears and then rotate them back behind your body so your chest is nice and open. Interlace your hands and gently tug those wrists down. Make sure your core is slightly tight so that you don't fall into a hollow back, and you'll feel the stretch across your chest and along your anterior deltoids all the way along your bicep. Keep pulling those wrists down towards the floor. Keep breathing and then tug your chin down towards the chest. Just a different stretch along the shoulders and the arms. On the next inhale, let go of your wrists, rotate the shoulders in both directions. So get movement going there. Very good. Place your right hand next to your right thigh. We're going to go up on our next inhale, stretching. And I really want you to feel that stretch from your hip bone along your side bodies into your armpit, arm, and all the way up into your fingertips. And only on the exhale, we're going to start bending from that left hip into the obliques. Feel that stretch first, and then keep pulling your fingers up towards the ceiling at a diagonal. Start bending more across the ribs into your armpit, along your bicep, tricep, and then imagine a loved one is standing next to you, tugging on your wrist. Gaze up towards the ceiling so that you keep your chest open, and use your right palm on the mat as leverage. Push into it so you'll feel that stretch even more in your left side body. On the next inhale, slowly come on back. Exhale, place your left hand down onto the mat. Just sit for a breath or so and feel the comparison or the difference between your left side and the right side of your body. The next inhale, reach that right arm up, fingertips pulling up towards the ceiling, and try to stay straight. Don't go bending over to the side yet. Grow tall first, firmly rooting your right sit bone down into the mat. Place your left palm onto the mat. On the exhale, start bending from your right hip bone past the right obliques into your right rib cage. Feel that stretch first. The intercostal muscles will be very grateful. And then start bending that shoulder, gaze up towards the ceiling, and then again, the left one move to the left side, gently tugging on your right wrist. Use your left palm as leverage to press against your body to open up more on your right side. And inhale, come on back, lower your right hand. One more time on each side. Big inhale, feel that stretch. Your shoulder actually comes up all the way to your earlobe, and then exhale, start bending from your hip, your obliques, your ribs, and only then into your shoulder and upper arm. And this time you might notice you can bend further. And one of these days, maybe your fingertips will touch the mat. Inhale, coming back, exhale down. Last time on the right side, inhale. Grow tall, exaggerating that growth in your side body. Exhale, start bending from your hip, your obliques, then into the rib cage. Gazing up towards the ceiling to open your chest, and then allow that wrist to be pulled to the side and down, maybe towards the mat, and you'll feel that you can definitely make use of that leverage in your left hand. Inhale, coming back, exhale. Place your right hand onto the mat. Rotate your wrists in both directions. Very good. Let's come on to tabletop on our mat. Placing our fingers beautifully splayed, try to get an L letter or L shape between your thumbs and index fingers. Make sure that your wrists are under your shoulders blades are pulled away from your ears, your knees are hip distance apart, and there's a 90-degree angle between your lower body and your upper body. We're gazing straight down to the mat. Tuck your toes under and firmly press those 10 toes into the mat. On the next inhale, gently tighten that core and lift those knees off the mat. Gaze down to that space between the mat and your kneecaps. Make it smaller. just hovering above that mat. You'll feel the stretch across your toes. Now, if you push those heels away from your body, you'll feel a stretch in your Achilles tendon, maybe a stretch across the soles of your feet. Gaze straight down to the mat so that your neck is an elongation of your spine. And then lower your knees down, flatten your toes and come into child's pose, resting your abdomen, chest and forehead down towards the mat. And your fingers are walking away from your body, making your arms nice and long, giving you a beautiful stretch from your sit bones along the side bodies, your entire spine, all the way into those fingertips. On the exhale, allow those arms to relax and shoulders to relax away from your ears. Release any hold that you have in your lower back, allowing your belly to relax onto your thighs. Inhale, growing along your side bodies into those fingertips, as if you're trying to hold on to the mat with your fingertips, and make sure your sit bones are connected to your heels. Exhale, relax the arms and shoulders, and allow that belly to grow heavy onto your thighs. One more time, inhale, allow those fingertips to walk away, feeling that stretch along your spine, along the outside of your arms, maybe even in your armpits, depending on what you've been doing over the last couple of days. And exhale, relaxing the arms and allow them to relax onto that mat. We're going to stay here for 2 breaths. I'd like you to consciously release any possible tension that you find along the back side of your body, your shoulders, your neck, your arms, your hands, your wrists, and your fingers. On the next inhale, come on up into tabletop again. Tuck your toes under and let's push up into our first downward facing dog and walk that dog. Be gentle. Imagine it's been sitting the whole day. We just want to get some movement into that entire body. Not going to walk through the alignment just yet. Just walk that dog and feel the stretch across your toes and your feet, your ankles, your knees, maybe even in your hips, maybe even across your chest, depending on how far you're moving with your upper body and lower body. Making sure your toes are always in contact with the mat. Now let's walk through that alignment. Your fingers are splayed, your hands are shoulder width apart, the upper arms are rotated out, your shoulders are squared, and your shoulder blades are pulling down towards your sit bones. Your sit bones would like to get a glimpse of that beautiful ceiling. And if your legs are stretched, pull down your heels towards the mat or onto the mat. Pull your kneecaps up into your quads to engage them. Pressing firmly into the palms of your hands and into the soles of your feet. Relax your neck and give your head a bit of a shake and a nod. And your gaze goes down towards your knees or thighs or even belly button, depending on where you're at today. If your heels are on the ground on the next inhale, raise those toes off the mat, engaging your shin muscles. Pushing that hip away from your shoulders, elongating your spine. Exhale, lower those toes down. On the next inhale, raise the heels off the ground. Your chest is moving down towards your thighs, decreasing the angle between your upper and lower body. Exhale, lower those heels down onto the ground. On the next inhale, slowly move your upper body forward, and we're going to come into a plank, and be slow and mindful with your body while you're undulating that spine forward. Move those shoulders away from your ears. Pull those heels away from your body so you'll feel your calf muscles engaging. Exhale, pull back into downward facing dog. We're going to do slow movements. Make sure you engage your core muscles when you move back into downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into plank again. Slowly, mindful, pulling shoulders away from your ears, gaze straight down towards the mat. Engage your calf muscles, thigh muscles. The core is engaged as is. Try to curl your rib cage inward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Engage calves, thighs, core, and wrap those ribs in. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, come forward, flatten out into plank, and then come down into low plank. Here again, make sure that your elbows or lower arms are shoulder width apart. And exhale, drop your heels over to the right. Inhale, come back to center, nicely rolling over those 10 toes. Exhale, move over to the left, dropping your heels down towards the mat or onto the mat. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, exhale, left the last time. Inhale, come to center and slowly lower your legs down, toes down to come into Sphinx pose. And before you lie down with your pubic bone and belly or lower belly, make sure that you lengthen your spine from your tailbone, pubic bone, through your belly, up into the chest, pulling your shoulders away from your ears, engaging your legs, pointing your toes, and gaze forward. You'll feel your back muscles scrunching up. Good sign they're working. Inhale again, lengthen that spine, that entire front side of your body is being lengthened. And imagine somebody's pulling you forward from your sternum. Exhale, relax. Last inhale, lengthen from your pubic bone through your belly and chest all the way up towards your neck and chin. Gently tug your chin backwards. We're not going forwards, we're going backwards with the shoulders, backwards with the chin. Very good. Exhale, relax, and lie down onto the mat, taking your arms left and right off your body, palms facing down. Lower your forehead down towards the mat. Releasing any possible tension in the neck and across the shoulder girdle. On the next inhale, we're going to tighten our core muscles and gently press the pubic bone into the mat and raise that upper body off the mat. Your fingertips are pulling down towards your heels. Gaze down towards the mat so that your neck is an elongation of your spine. Take your arms out to the side. Flying. Take them forward. Superman. Out to the side again. And backwards. Raise your torso a bit more off the mat. And on the next exhale, take your hands down in front of your face. Make a cushion and relax your chin or cheek onto that cushion, gently swaying your hips from side to side to relieve any possible tension in your lower back. On the next inhale, let's come on back, taking your arms left and right over your body. Your torso is already lifted off the mat. Your core is engaged. Now let's raise those legs. They're engaged. Your toes are pointed. Your gaze goes straight down towards the mat. Take those arms out to the side. Keep breathing. Superman. Arms are stretched ahead of you. Out to the side again. And reach those arms alongside your body. Fingertips are pulling down towards your heels. Maybe raise the legs a bit more. Make sure that they don't wander out to the side. And exhale, make that cushion again. And look the other way, gently swaying your pelvis from side to side, just to loosen that lower back. On the next inhale, place your hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes under, and come up into plank, and then backward into downward facing dog, and walk that dog. Be gentle, especially with your lower back. Done quite a bit of work on that lower back now, so just be gentle. Really make use of your ankles, knees, and hips just to stretch that entire backside of your body. Give your hamstrings a beautiful workout. Give your head a bit of a nod and a shake. And then find some stillness. Allow your chest to move closer towards your thighs, feeling that nice stretch along your back. The next inhale, look forward and slowly move forward and come straight into a half lift, rotating your shoulders away from your ears, gaze down towards the mat. Your hands are on your thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Allow that belly button to move closer to your thighs. And I'd like you to stay here for 3 breaths, whether your legs are bent or straight. Wander into the soles of your feet with your attention and see whether your entire body weight is evenly distributed against or across the entire surface area of your soles. Most of the time, we tend to have our weight back on your heels, so that your rear end is hanging over behind your your heels. We don't want that. Sway forward to transfer weight into your toes. Use your hands to keep you balanced, not that you feel scared that you're going to topple over. Come back to center, then transfer weight out to the outer edges of your feet, lifting your inner arches, and you'll feel that stretch across the outer part of your foot, along the ankle, the outer part of the ankle, and all the way up into the side of your lower leg. Drop the soles down again, and now press the inner arches up into the mat. Big toes are pressing down. Try to keep all 10 toes in contact with the mat, and gently lifting or slightly lifting the outer edges of your feet off the mat. You feel a bit strange, like knock-kneed. The inner part of your ankle will be moving closer together, and you'll feel a stretch just in your ankle and alongside the sole of your foot. You'll also feel a stretch all the way up into the outer part of your thighs. Relax the soles of your feet down onto the mat again. Relax your head. Tuck your chin closer towards your chest. Allow your shoulders to relax down towards the mat, feeling that stretch all the way from your heel across your Achilles tendon into your hamstrings, all the way up into your glutes. On the next inhale, we're going to drop down into a low chair pose. Keep your core engaged when you transfer from forward fold into this low chair pose. We're not relaxing the glutes onto the calf muscles. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Your hands are reaching out towards the future, which holds every promise. Exhale, forward fold with bent legs, allowing your abdomen to rest on your thighs. Inhale, come up into that low squat again. Knees are cracking. And exhale, forward fold. And then engage your core and slowly push up into a standing position with your next inhale. Be mindful of your spine, reaching your fingertips all the way up towards the ceiling. And then on the exhale, pull your shoulders away from your ears and take your hands in front of your heart center. I'm going to move through the sun salutation with a couple of modifications. Have your legs engaged, your pelvis slightly tucked under, your core is engaged. Open your chest. Inhale, reach your hands up, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, shoulders away from your ears. Gaze straight down towards the mat. Exhale, step back into plank with your left foot. All the way down, chaturanga. Elbows really close to your rib cage. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, take your right foot forward to meet your right hand. Drop your left knee down, left foot down. Press through your right foot. Reach your hands up into warrior one. Arms. Exhale. Pull your shoulders away from your ears and drop your pelvis down towards the mat. You'll feel the stretch in your left psoas. Inhale, lengthen again. Exhale, drop down again a bit further. On the next inhale, tuck your left foot under, stretch that left leg if you want to. Exhale, open your arms to the right, twisting your torso. Your right arm is behind you. Lower that right arm onto that left thigh, back of the thigh, and reach your left arm up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open those arms again. Warrior two arms. And then inhale, come up. Warrior one arms. Exhale, twist to the left side. Warrior two arms. Firmly pressing the toes of your left foot into that mat. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lower your hands down and step back into downward facing dog. Walk that dog. Really take those ankles, knees, and especially those hips along. Never forget to breathe, please. And then lower your heels down towards the mat. Find some stillness. Inhale, look forward. Step your left foot to your left hand. Drop your right knee down, right toes down. Inhale, reach your hands up, warrior one, arms, and exhale. Lower that pelvis down towards the mat, feeling that stretch in your right psoas. Inhale again, lengthen that spine. Exhale, allow the pelvis to come down even further. Your shoulders are pulled away from your ears. On your next inhale, tuck those right toes under if you want to stretch that right leg. Make sure your core is engaged so that you do not fall into a hollow back. Inhale, open up to that left side. Drop that left hand to the right side, back thigh, reaching your right arm up towards the ceiling, gaze into your left shoulder. Inhale, come to center. Warrior one, arms. Exhale, open to that right side. Gaze goes back to your right hand. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lower your knee down. Take your hands down to the mat and step back into downward facing dog. Walk that dog. Beautiful stretch along the psoas and incorporating a twist there. Beautiful. Give your head a nod and a shake. And then find some stillness in your downward facing dog. Stretching that entire backside from your fingertips all the way down to your heels. Allow those sit bones to get a glimpse of your ceiling. On the next inhale, look forward, hop or step towards your hands and come straight into a half lift. Rotating your shoulders away from your ears, hands are on your thighs, gaze goes down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift again. Exhale, forward fold, bending knees. On the next inhale, come into that low squat, hands reaching away from your body, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, forward fold with bent legs. Your belly is resting on your thighs. Inhale, low squat one last time. Exhale, forward fold. On the next inhale, slowly uncurl into a standing position, fingers reaching up towards the ceiling. And exhale, shoulders away from your ears, hands come in front of your heart center. Very good. We're going to go again. Inhale. Hands up, shoulders away. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees. Inhale, come into low squat, reaching hands away from your body. Exhale, forward fold, bent legs. Inhale, one more time, low squat. Exhale, step your right foot back, lower your right knee. Come into warrior one with a bent leg, lifting your upper body and arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower your shoulders away from your ears, pelvis goes down, feeling that stretch in your left psoas. On the next inhale, tuck your left toes under. Exhale, open to the right side. Beautiful twist. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to the left side, pulling that heel of your left foot back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hands down, step back into downward facing dog. On your next inhale, look forward, take your left foot forward, take your right knee down to the mat, and inhale, come up, warrior one, arms, exhale, shoulders away from your ears, drop your pelvis down towards the mat. Feel that stretch in your right psoas. On the next inhale, tuck your right toes under, and exhale, open up to that left side. Inhale, come back to center. Lengthen, exhale, twist to the right side, arms extending. Pull the right heel away from your body, feeling the stretch in your right leg. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, place your hands down onto the mat, step back into downward facing dog, walk that dog, taking your ankles, knees, and hips along. And find some stillness. On the next inhale, look forward, hopper step towards your hands, come straight into half lift. Shoulders away from your ears, gaze down towards the mat, hands on your thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Bend those knees. Inhale, low squat, shoulders away from your ears, stretch your arms out to a bright future. Exhale, forward fold, bent legs. Inhale, low squat, last time. Pull your shoulders away from your ears, strong arms. Exhale, forward fold. On the next inhale, slowly uncurl into a standing position. Fingertips reach up towards the ceiling, shoulders away from your ears on your exhale. Hands in front of your heart center. Beautiful. Open up into a modified goddess pose. Transfer your weight to your right foot and lower your glutes down towards your right heels. I think we did that on Sunday. Not sure. Drop your glutes down so that you're sitting. The majority of your body weight is in your right foot. Try not to bend forward too much. Your left leg is engaged. It can either be with a pointed toes or flexed. Try to get that calf muscle off the mat. We are going to transfer our weight over to that left side. So either we're going to go inhale and use the hands to move over, transferring that weight to that left foot, coming upright with that body of ours, with the upper body, and your right leg is beautifully engaged. You're feeling that strain in or action going on in your inner thigh of your right leg. The toes are either pointed or flexed. If you do not want to use your hands as support to transfer from one side to the other, place them into Angelina Mudra in front of your chest, pressing firmly into the soles of your feet, transferring from one side to the other. It does help if you actually drop, if you move over to the left side now, we're going to drop that inner arch down towards the mat, transferring weight over even more to our right foot, and then firmly pressing into the left sole of our foot, opening that right foot. So it's all mechanics. We're going to go over to the other side again. Place that inner arch of your right foot down onto the mat. Come onto the sole of your right foot and then transfer weight over, opening your left ankle so that you only have weight on your left heel. We're going to go over again. Inhale, exhale, down. Beautiful stretch on your inner thighs. And we're going to go from side to side a couple of times until you feel comfortable. Try to keep your upper body as straight as possible. It's no big deal to it, really not. It's just movement, fluidity. And we're going to go from side to side, stretching those inner thigh muscles, strengthening the glutes, strengthening the ankles, and making use of our beautiful feet. One more time on the left and one more time on the right. And then we're going to sit down onto the mat and stretch that right leg out so that you have an angle of more than 0 degrees between your left and your right leg. And it doesn't actually matter whether you have your toes flexed or pointed, as long as you have some tension in your feet. We're going to move the beautiful fleshy bits away from our sit bones. Inhale, and we're going to lengthen our side bodies up towards the ceiling. And then we are going to exhale, and we're going to move forward from the sternum. And it doesn't matter whether it's 5 millimeters, 5 centimeters, or 50 centimeters. You will feel the stretch, the back of your knees, your hamstrings, your inner thighs. So when you've reached that point where you say, okay, can't move or bend forward even more, allow those hands to rest onto the mat. Pull your shoulders away from your ears, and your gaze goes down towards your hands. Inhale, lengthen that spine from your tailbone all the way up to your crown chakra. Exhale, maybe walk your your fingers away a bit more, allowing your upper body to come closer towards the ground. Optional. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, go on down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, feeling that beautiful stretch, your inner thighs, your hips, your feet. And when you reach that position where you don't want to move any further down towards the floor, allow your shoulders and head to relax down towards the mat. And the longer we stay in a pose, the softer the muscles become, the longer they will grow or be stretched. It's only the first couple of seconds that might be uncomfortable. And if we can breathe past that, your body will be thankful. On the next inhale, use your hands to guide your upper body back to a seated position, transferring your upper body weight onto those sit bones, and still keep your shoulders and head bent down towards the mat. Release the tension in your toes and feet. And only on the next inhale, slowly start straightening your spine from your tailbone, lumbar, all the way up to your chest, squaring your shoulders, and then look straight forward. Welcome. Use your hands to take your legs together, slowly bending or straightening the legs, straightening the legs. Just cross your ankles or knees and just sway from side to side, utterly and totally relaxed. Uncross and recross so that we close both sides of our hips. We're going to go into a hip movement and come into butterfly pose just so that we can get some respite in that lower back. I'm going to turn so that you see from the side. The soles of your feet are gently touching each other, and you'll most probably feel that there is already a relief in your hips and in your lower back from the movements before. Your inner thighs are being very happy now because they can relax. We are simply going to bend forward so that the crown of our head is going to go and nestle in or towards that little groove between the soles of your feet without pulling. If your upper body, just relaxing your shoulders and head, moves 5 millimeters is fine. If by means of being able to round your back from your tailbone through your lumbar spine into your upper back, gives you a bigger curve or bending, then you do that. And then you just sit there and you go into your thighs and hips with your attention and see which muscle is still holding on. Your belly muscles can relax, your lower back muscles can relax, and the more you can relax thighs, hips, lower back, and belly, the lower down your head will be able to move towards the soles of your feet. As I said, no pulling, no tugging, no force. Your arms and hands are resting on the mat, preferably, most probably in front of your body, or else you have too much weight on your sit bones. And we are going to stay in this position for 5 breaths. And I would like you to keep that awareness in your thighs, hips, lower back, belly, chest, chin, tugging it towards your chest, and then allowing your head to grow heavy and surrender its weight down towards your feet. Remember, no pulling, tugging, or holding. And 4 more breaths. Use those exhales to surrender whatever you don't need anymore. 3 more. 2 more. And last, deep inhale and long, extended exhale. On your next inhale, tug your belly button back towards your spine, tightening that core, and then make use of your hands and slowly, mindfully move your upper body so that its weight will be above your pelvis. And keep your shoulders, neck, and head relaxed down towards the mat, feeling your sit bones rooting into that mat. And only with the next inhale, slowly start straightening your spine from your tailbone. Slowly, really, really slowly. Imagine each and every vertebra wants to straighten up, coming out of a deep hibernation, coming into that lumbar spine. And if you need to wait and stop in a part of your spine, then you do so. Slowly coming up into the middle of your back, and slowly up into your upper back, and squaring the shoulders, lengthening that neck, gently lifting that chin further away from your chest so that it's horizontal or parallel to your mat. And only then you start looking straight forward, opening your eyes if they were closed. Inhale and just rotate those shoulders backwards and forwards. A couple of times. And then take your hands to the outside of your knees and gently move them together, crossing one knee over the other. Place your hands behind your glutes, fingertips facing your glutes, and just transferring the weight of your upper body into the palms of your hands. No tension anywhere, just swaying your hips and knees from side to side. Uncross and recross. And swaying from side to side again. And as we've done a lot for our lower back, we're going to do a bit of work for our core muscles. You're going to come into Navasana boat pose. Try to sit in front of your tailbone. If you need to move the fleshy bits away, do so. And then I'll leave it up to you whether you leave your legs bent or whether you straighten them out. Your core is doing the work. So find an angle between your lower body and your upper body till those core muscles kick in. When they kick in, you've found the angle. I don't want you feeling strain in your psoas. Psoas is not doing any work at all. So we're going to inhale. We're going to open that chest up. Open the collarbones. Either hold on to your thighs and look straight forward. And we're just going to sit like that. The minute you notice that your core muscles are kicking in, we're there. If you don't want to hold on to your thighs, stretch your arms out. Your chest is nice and open. And we're going to stay here. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your ankles and just lift your glutes off the mat a bit just to relieve any possible tension in your hip area. And let's go straight into one more. We're going to do 2 more. So we're opening that chest, extending the arms. Maybe you want to stretch one leg out. Keep those toes nicely pointed. There might be a smile on your face because this is wonderful. Find that point where your core muscles kick in, and we're going to stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your ankles, lift your glutes, lower them down again. Maybe this time you want to stretch both legs, opening that chest, shoulders away from your ears, extend your arms. We're going to stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your ankles, lift your glutes, lower the glutes, place your feet on the ground, and take your hands just behind you, allowing you to hang in there. Lower your lower arms down, opening the chest up. Get a hollow back and drop your head between your shoulders, opening up, modified fish pose. Next inhale, raise your head again and come up onto your hands again. Going to come into reverse tabletop just to lengthen that entire front side of our body. Your hands are behind your glutes. Your fingers are splayed. Your thumbs might be touching. They don't have to. Press firmly into the palms of your hands and into the soles of your feet. Lengthening those arms, rotating the shoulders back, chest is open. Inhale, lift your hips up. Feel that extension and stretch across your palms, into the arms, into the chest and your shoulders. Remember, there's a balloon in between your knees, and either gaze down the front side of your body or release your neck and drop the back of your head in between your shoulders. And stay here for 3 breaths. With every inhale, try to push your hip bones further away from the mat, or rather closer up towards the ceiling. 2 more. And feel that beautiful stretch, especially in your bicep. The more you lengthen those arms, pressing the palms of your hands into the mat, you'll feel that stretch. And last inhale. And on the next exhale, slowly lower your glutes down onto that mat. Come down to lie on your mat and gently hug those knees towards your chest, swaying from side to side. Lengthening that neck, making it to lie flush with the mat. And then cross your knees, either hugging your knees towards your chest or grabbing hold of your ankles or feet and gently tugging them down towards the mat, stretching the outside of your hip, the outside of your thighs. Your lumbar spine is firmly pressed into the ground. Your shoulder blades are flush with the mat. Inhale, uncross and recross, and here as well, either hugging your knees towards your chest or grabbing ankles or feet and gently pulling them down towards the mat. Again, your neck is flush with the mat and your shoulder blades are flat on the mat. Beautiful stretch along the outside of your hips and thighs and in your glutes. On the next inhale, stretch your legs up towards the sky or ceiling. Toes are pointed, fingers are pointed up towards the ceiling as well. Palms are facing each other. Deep inhale. Flex those ankles, flex those wrists, splay those fingers and toes as much as you can. Relax your abdominal muscles. Tug your chin down towards your chest. Your legs and arms are engaged. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just shake it all out. Wrists, ankles, toes, fingers, earlobes, belly buttons, anything that needs to be shaken and wants to be shaken for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly allow those arms and legs to travel down towards the mat. Palms are still pressing firmly onto the ground. On the next inhale, we're going to breathe into our belly, arch our lower back, breathe into our chest and raise our shoulder blades off the mat, shoulders off too. Your body weight is supported by the back of your head, the palm of your hands, and your glutes. On your next exhale, slowly lower those shoulders, shoulder blades onto the mat. And then start undulating that vertebral column down onto the mat. Pay special attention to your iliosacral joint, pressing your lumbar spine into the ground, gently tilting your pelvis upwards so that you feel a nice stretch just along your psoas and maybe across in your lower abdominals. On the next inhale, we're going to go again, arching your lower back, breathing into that belly and then pulling that breath up into your rib cage, lifting your shoulder blades and shoulders off the mat, slightly shifting the back of your head closer to your shoulders that are floating so that your body weight is carried by the back of your head, your palms, and your glutes. Exhale, lowering your neck down, shoulder blades onto the mat, and then slowly undulating your spine, pressing your lumbar spine into the mat, tilting your pubic bone and pelvis so that you feel a stretch in your psoas. On the next inhale, release that and allow your spine to find its natural curve and turn your palms facing up so that your shoulder blades are nice and flush with the mat. And draw a lying figure 8 with the tip of your nose up on that ceiling. I'll leave that up to you how big this figure 8 is, how fast you want to move. I suggest you move nice and slow. And make sure that you draw that lying figure 8 in both directions, just getting the neck spine and the cervical spine and the atlas all beautifully aligned again. And then come to lie with your nose pointing up towards the ceiling, your entire spine and backside of your body is relaxed onto that mat, surrendering that entire body weight onto that mat. And travel inward with your attention. Your feet and ankles, relax. your shins and calves. Relax. Your knees and thighs. Relax. Your hips, your glutes. Relax. Your belly, your chest. Relax. Your shoulders, your arms. Relax. Your wrists, the palm of your hands, your fingers. Relax. Your neck, the back of your head. Relax. Your forehead, your eyebrows, the space between your eyebrows. Relax. The tip of your nose, your lips, your chin. Relax. Your cheeks, your ears. Relax. Allow your entire body to grow heavy. Surrender its weight to the mat. Allow it to sink through the mat to the center of the earth, where you're protected and safe. With your next inhale, become aware of your surroundings. Become aware of the mat beneath your body. And slowly start moving your toes and fingers. Bring awareness into your body. Take a deep inhale and stretch your arms above your head, giving yourself a beautiful stretch from the tip of your toes all the way up to the tip of your fingers, awakening each and every cell. When you're ready, slowly fold one knee after the other towards your chest and gently sway from side to side, activating the nadis left and right of your spine. And when you're ready, come to the embryo position, whether left or right side, not holding on to anything, allowing the calmness to wash over you. When you're ready, come up to a comfortable seated position. Rooting down one last time through your sit bones into the mat. Find a comfortable seat. Place the palms of your hands into your lap, left hand on your right. Lengthen your spine, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. Sit proud. travel inward. It'll travel through your body. Should you encounter any dis-ease or discomfort, acknowledge it on your inhale and release it on your exhale. Allow your thighs, hips, and abdomen to be relaxed. Allow your shoulders and forehead to be relaxed. You're going to do 3 lion's breaths. I invite you to stick out your tongue on your exhale. I'm going to repeat 3 times. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Taking your hands in front of your chest into Anjalina Mudra. Thumbs lightly touching your sternum, lower your forehead down to your fingertips in gratitude for the effort and time you invested in the best person in the whole wide world, yourself. Recall that affirmation or wish or mantra from right beginning of the class. And repeat it to yourself 3 times. Move your thumbs up to your forehead. In gratitude and love, I realize who I am. Move them down to your heart center. In gratitude and love, I realize what I have. In gratitude and love, I realize what I have to give. Thank you so much for joining me. Wishing you a beautiful evening and enjoy the last 1.5 days of this year. And may the new year bring you whatever you wish for.